Okay, annuities. Not
Yeah.
exactly the kind of thing that gets you jazzed up for a Friday night. Right.
Right.
But they are important. But hidden inside these contracts, these financial contracts, are these things called riders. And these riders are kind of like,
Yeah.
power-ups for your retirement plan.
They can be. Yeah.
And so if you're thinking about annuities or maybe you already have one, stick around because in this deep dive, we're going to find out if these extra features are really worth your money.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to break it all down. Really look into whether these riders are something that you need. Maybe they're not right for you, but we're going to help you figure that out.
Yeah, our research suggests that these riders, they can add a lot of benefits, but they also come with some warnings, some caveats.
For sure. Yeah.
So let's start with the basics.
Yeah.
What exactly are annuity riders?
Well, an annuity is basically a contract with an insurance company where you pay them either a lump sum or make payments over time, and then they promise to make regular payments back to you, either immediately or at some point in the future.
Uh-huh.
A rider is just an add-on to that contract, so it basically modifies that original agreement to give you additional benefits.
Okay. So it's kind of like customizing your plan, a bit like choosing options on a car.
Exactly, yeah. You're picking and choosing what you want, what's important to you.
Yeah, and I see our sources are mentioning a few different kinds of riders. One that really jumped out at me was the guaranteed lifetime income rider. I mean, that
hmm
sounds like you could really provide some serious peace of mind.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's a really popular writer for that very reason.
Yeah.
People worry about outliving their savings.
Yeah.
And with a guaranteed lifetime income rider, the insurance company's basically saying, look, we're going to guarantee you a specific amount of income for as long as you live. So it doesn't matter how long you live or how, the market is performing. You're going to get that income.
Okay, but how does that guarantee actually work? Like, is it a fixed income amount or can it change over time? How does that work?
Yeah. Well, it really depends on the specific rider. Some will guarantee a fixed income. Some offer what's called inflation protection, so the payments actually increase over time to keep pace with rising costs. But you really need to read the terms carefully and make sure you understand how that guarantee is structured. For example, what happens to the principal when you pass away? Does it go to your beneficiaries or not?
Mm,
Those are the things you need to look at.
okay. So there are a lot of variations to consider.
Yeah, lots of variations.
Another one mentioned in our research is the long-term care rider. What's that all about?
Yeah, so this one's really relevant these days. People are living longer, and the cost of long-term care it's through the roof.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
This rider lets you access money from your annuity to pay for long-term care. So it could be, nursing home care, assisted living, in-home care services, things like that.
So it's kind of like instead of buying a separate long-term care insurance policy, you could kind of build that coverage into your annuity.
Exactly. Yeah, and for some people, that's a much more cost-effective approach. But again, you got to compare the specifics of the rider to a traditional long-term care insurance policy to see which one really fits your needs and your situation.
Right. Okay. Now, while all these benefits sound amazing, I mean, it's important to think about the costs here.
Yeah.
These riders aren't free, right?
No, they're not free. And that's something that people need to keep in mind. They come with annual fees, and those are usually a percentage of the value of your annuity.
Okay.
And looking at, the information we've gathered, it seems like these fees can range anywhere from 0.5% to 1.5% or even more in some cases.
Yeah.
And over time, that can really add up and it can eat into your returns.
Right. And, I'm also seeing here in our notes a warning about the fine print. The research shows that these riders can have these really complex rules and waiting periods, all kinds of specific conditions you need to understand before you sign up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about the initial cost, it's about the long-term implications. You got to understand the details. Are there surrender charges if you withdraw your money early?
Uh-huh.
Are there limitations on the investments that you can choose?
Right.
It's really like reading those terms and conditions before you click agree online, but with potentially a lot more money at stake.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Right.
So with, all of these costs and complexities, how do you decide if annuity riders are really the right choice for you?
Right. Well, our research has found 3 key factors to consider.
Okay.
The first one is your financial goals. What are you trying to achieve with your annuity?
Uh-huh.
Second, you need to think about your risk tolerance. Are you comfortable with, the ups and downs of the market? Or do you prefer something more predictable, more guarantees?
And then the third fact.
What are your income needs going to be in retirement?
Right.
And it really shows that there is no one-size-fits-all solution.
Yeah. Everyone's different.
You really need to personalize your plan, and that's where a financial advisor can be so valuable. Someone who can walk you through all of this, help you make those choices, and make sure that you're choosing the right riders for your needs.
Yeah, and if you're looking for guidance, diversified insurance brokers really specialize in this area and could be a great resource for you.
Absolutely.
But here's something, just a final thought for you all to consider. What if annuity riders are not just about making sure you have enough money in retirement, but also about buying yourself peace of mind? So you can actually enjoy those years without worrying about money all the time.
That's a really good point.
It's about finding that balance between protection and flexibility, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So go forth and conquer those annuity decisions. We've
Hmm.
given you, hopefully given you the knowledge you need
Yeah,
to make the best choice for your future.
for sure.
And hey, remember, if you get stuck or you have questions, you know where to find us.
Absolutely.
Till next time.
Yeah.